You won't believe what my daughter did when her dad insulted me. For 15 years, my husband David treated me like I was worthless. He'd call me lazy while I cooked dinner. He'd say I was too stupid to understand bills while I secretly managed every expense. In front of friends, he joked about trading me in for a younger model. I stayed quiet. I didn't know how to leave. Our daughter Sophie saw everything. She never said much, but I'd catch her watching him with this look I couldn't quite read. I remember one night when she was 13, she found me crying in the laundry room after David screamed at me for shrinking his shirt. It hadn't even shrunk. She didn't say anything. She just sat next to me on the floor and held my hand until I stopped shaking. The worst part wasn't the insults. It was how small he made me feel, like I couldn't trust my own thoughts. He'd tell me I remembered things wrong, that I was being too sensitive, that I was lucky he put up with me. I started believing him. I stopped talking to friends because I was embarrassed. I stopped looking in mirrors because I hated what I saw. Sophie watched me disappear. Years later, she told me that's when she decided. She was going to save me, even if I couldn't save myself. When she went to law school, I was so proud she'd call me every week, asking strange questions about my marriage. Did I keep records? Did anyone else witness his behavior? I thought she was just studying family law. I had no idea she was building a case. She started visiting more often. She'd sit with David's mom for hours, just talking. I thought they were bonding. Sophie was collecting witness statements. His sister, who'd always been quiet about David's temper, finally broke down and told Sophie everything she'd seen over the years. The time David made me walk home in the rain because I embarrassed him at a party. The birthday he forgot for the 5th year in a row, then blamed me for not reminding him. The Christmas he returned every gift I bought him, saying I had terrible taste. The way he spoke to me like I was a child who couldn't do anything right. Sophie recorded phone calls with my permission. She documented every text where he called me names. She saved voicemails where he berated me for the smallest mistakes, like forgetting to buy his favorite coffee. She built a file so thorough that her law professor called it the most comprehensive abuse documentation he'd ever seen from a student. She did all of this while maintaining perfect grades, working part-time, and calling me every single week to make sure I was okay. But she never told me what she was doing. She knew I'd try to stop her. She knew I'd say it wasn't that bad, that I deserved it, that I was too old to start over. She knew how broken I was. How many times had I made excuses for him? How many times had I said he was just stressed, just tired, just having a bad day? 3 months before Christmas, Sophie sat me down. Mom, I need you to trust me. Can you do that? I nodded, confused. I'm getting you out, but you can't tell him. You can't change anything, just trust me. I didn't understand, but I saw something in her eyes I hadn't seen in years. Hope. Real hope. Not the fake kind I'd been clinging to, waiting for David to change. She squeezed my hand and whispered, "You deserve better. You always have." Last Christmas, the whole family gathered at our house. David's parents, his sister, my parents. Sophie, I made prime rib. David complained it was overcooked. His mom quietly told him to stop. That's when Sophie stood up. "Dad, I have an early Christmas gift for you." She handed him an envelope. He opened it, and his face went white. Divorce papers, citing emotional abuse, with witness statements from his own mother and sister, detailing 15 years of cruelty they'd watched but never stopped. His mom looked at me with tears in her eyes. "We're sorry we waited so long." Sophie grabbed my hand. "Mom, you're free." I made sure of it. The papers were already filed. Everything was done. We left that night. I'm staying with Sophie while the divorce finalizes. For the first time in 15 years, I'm not afraid.